Hello, welcome to the review of the Dragon Hunter Z Gashat. This is supposed to be a special Gashat, or level 5 Gashat. It's meant to be a bit more special than the other ones, but we got the really special ones coming up soon. I think actually before January you should get one of those at least. But this one's supposed to be more special than the other ones, and it also costs a little bit more than the other ones. But don't be fooled, you'll find out momentarily that it isn't actually that much more special than the other ones, in a way. But anyway, here's the top of the box. Hello. And the back of the box. Hello. And I don't know why I'm doing that, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just like so tired, I'm going insane. And yeah, standard box art style and everything. And I guess in the show it looks a bit bigger, but it's actually, it is a tiny bit bigger. But the box size is the same. And feel free to pause the video here, because I won't be uploading this instructions anywhere else. But anyway, that's that. So, the Gashat itself, just for comparison, let's bring in this one here. The Proto Mighty Action. If you want to see the review of that, you can check that video out too. And then you can see this one is pretty much bigger just by having the extra dragon head mold on top of the speaker hole. And that's it really. I mean, the mold is different overall. The back of the mold is the same. The only difference is the front piece. So this is probably not a good example for the mold shape, but because the Canny toy or Gashapon toy version is a little bit different, you see that. But yeah, the DX versions have these screws right here, whereas the Gashapon version you need to plug this transparent plate in yourself, so it can fit in one of those Gashapons. And by only having the front mold different, you can see this one actually, this bit of plastic actually pops out right here, because the back piece is the same mold as this piece, so it's not going to have that. So you got a little bit of a hole there, which is going to get dirt and whatever in there, which is actually kind of annoying. Bad design. And the way this is designed, the head is up that way, but the sticker is still this way. So yeah, if you're going to put this on a shelf or display it somehow, you have to decide, do I want the dragon head up, or do I want the sticker the right way around? It's your choice. And here we go, Dragon Hunter Z. The artwork on here is pretty nice. I do like the artwork here, it's okay. And on the side says Dragon Hunter Z. Oh, Drago Knight Hunter Z. Oh, whoops. Not actually dragon. This fools me to speak English properly. Drago, like doggos and stuff. Doggo hunters. But yeah, so the idea of this is it's a co-op game in the TV series, so more than one person uses this. So they have put a little bit of extra sound in here for each different main rider of the series. However, to put that sound in, they've removed other sounds. So let's go through the sounds by clicking this button. So it doesn't have the usual success or, you know, sound. It doesn't have those two sounds, so those are gone from this, just because it wants to fit in those different names. Now you saw that the LED is a little bit different. It's a full white LED, and by doing different settings, it can reduce lights and other things, and you can get green, red, and purple. I think that says Fang. I think that says Blade. Says gun. Go from Mark, maybe from Drive, but yeah. So it has those going on, and depending on which one you selected right now, at the end of the henshin process, it will say that rider's name. So for example, this one will just say Dragon Hunter said Drago Knight Hunter. This one will say X-Aid at the end. This one will say Brave at the end. This one will say Snipe at the end, and this one will say Lance at the end instead of Z. But let's do the default henshin noise first. Put it in the level 1 or level 2 slots, the one on the right hand side, or the left hand side on the camera. They've removed the standard I'm a Kamen Rider noise, so it doesn't have that anymore. But it still has, fortunately, the first level 2 henshin noise. Now the first slot doesn't matter what setting you press it to, it will just do the same noise. It doesn't do any extra noises. Let's put it in this slot where it's supposed to be in the show. Okay, so it says "said" right there. Now the music in Jingo is pretty nice. I actually like it, but I can't quite know why. It's just the sound is odd enough that I just think, huh, that's a weird noise. I don't know why I like it, but I do. Same as the Gekisosu robot. Actually, quite a lot of these sounds are the ones that I do like from the Gashats. All have the same reason. Just I can't quite pick what it is about it that I like. Maybe because it's slightly alien, the noises. So yeah, so the tune there is really pretty nice. So I'm gonna have to go for the different noises. I'll cut a clip in here so you can hear the last beats of every single one of them now. So as you saw from that clip, yeah, at the end of each engine noise, it first of all it selects the color that is the reverse color of the rider. So with X8, it's got X8, it's pink, so they did green because green and red is like a reverse. You got you know, the different colors that would, you know, for the rest of the riders, they're all opposite colors to make it stand out the most. So that's pretty good. So the LED in here is definitely good, but you know, the change isn't really that big. It's like, oh, it acknowledges the name, that's fine and all, but doesn't mean I had to push this button all the time to cycle through it. And if you forget which rider, you'd be like, wait, is this Lancer or is this Blade's noise? So Brave, not Blade, Blade's noise. So you gotta like remember that. So that's a little bit annoying. It's like it's there, but it's. I know these toys are all about gimmicks, but that's very gimmicky to make it seem like a special Gashat when really it's just the same as all the other ones, because by taking out noises and stuff. Attack noise doesn't change on whichever setting you put it in. Okay, so that definitely had a dragon noise there, which is good, because quite a lot of the Gashats there, you know, the critical strikes here, they don't really have they sound a bit generic. They don't have like a sound going there that's related to the Gashat itself, which is always disappointing. But this one does have, so that's a good thing. So let's stick this into a weapon, or pretend we are. So the weapon noise definitely has a very strong presence of dragon, so that's good. So overall, this Gashat, they've done tricks to make it seem like a much more impressive Gashat than the previous one, but if you really think about it, the tricks aren't that impressive. The Gashat, oh, does it look good? Well, it's not quite gold enough to make it really shiny and stuff, but it's just gold enough to make it stand out a little bit from the other ones. It really just kind of looks like kind of browny yellow with a bit of glitter in it. It's definitely not as gold as the one in the show, I think. That one's really gold, if I remember correctly. But so yeah, and this is a sort of mid. Oh, that can set up pretty well. Well, that's a plus. I'd have to hold it. It's compared to other riders, this is like what, Jimbo arms from Gaim, or perhaps maybe Dead Heat for Drive, or Jimbo arms for Gaim, but not as special, because X8 doesn't really have a proper mid-level up thing, which I'm not saying it's bad, it's just different from the other riders we've had for a while, and it's good to change it up a little bit. So this one, while it seems to be somewhat special, it doesn't really fit in any sort of special forms. It's just a slightly leveled up version. It might as well be any of the other combat jet and robot or music Gashats. It's just something that goes in the second slot for now. The proper upgrades to X8 is coming soon, and if you're a casual Gashat collector, you might want to skip this one if you're not too bothered about this one, because this is not like a main form. I'm pretty sure that this whole co-op thing won't last more than a few episodes and then it'll move on to the other ones. So this isn't like the booster form of Ghost, which is like an actual proper like leveling up kind of thing. So yeah, not a necessary Gashat, even though it's pretending to be one. Don't be fooled, this is not that special. So unless you're collecting every single Gashat, maybe think about giving this a skip. The only big deal of this is that if you have if you have some of the other riders' Gashats, then you might have something to combine here, and you might think, hey, it kind of fits because it says the name just once. But for everyone else, you can probably skip this. And this Gashat does cost a little bit more than the other regular ones, which is another factor of why you might want to skip this and wait for the proper leveling up forms.